At Arizona State University, we've made online education better, smarter, and more personalized so you can go further in your aspiring field.
I decided to pursue medicine once I realized that ASU did have the online program for biological sciences. You're still required to learn the same curriculum. You're still being tested on the same content that anyone would be tested on in person. The comprehensiveness of the program prepared me so well for medical school.
Explore over 350 plus programs at asuonline.asu.edu.
I earned my degree online at Arizona State University. I chose to get my degree at ASU because I knew that I'd get a quality education, they were recognized for excellence, and that I would be prepared for the workforce upon graduating. To be associated with ASU, both as a student and alum, it makes me extremely proud, and having experienced the program, I know now that I'm set up for success. Learn more at asuonline.asu.edu.
At Arizona State University, we've made online education better, smarter, and more personalized so you can go further in your aspiring field.
I decided to pursue medicine once I realized that ASU did have the online program for biological sciences. You're still required to learn the same curriculum. You're still being tested on the same content that anyone would be tested on in person. The comprehensiveness of the program prepared me so well for medical school.
Explore over 350 plus programs at asuonline.asu.edu.
Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Okay, here we go.
Where the plays get broken down and science gets denied.
Hey, they said I gotta come off the bench.
Hour 2 of Off the Bench, live from the Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge studio, starts now.
Welcome back in. Hour number 2, OTB 104.5, ESPN Baton Rouge. So talking a lot of things, Tyrann Mathieu, as he retires yesterday. And this is a year that, guys officially retiring, guys surprise retiring like Tyrann. We mentioned it. Jimmy Graham was yesterday as well. Phillip Rivers was the day before that. Patrick Peterson officially retired this year. Nothing makes you feel older. To me, there's a couple things that make me feel old. When guys start retiring that were older than you or you played with, or even guys like Tyrann that are younger than you. And then also like seeing your teammates or guys you played against, sons going into college football or the NFL.
That really makes you feel old.
Yeah. It's like Jeremiah Trotter Jr. played for the Eagles last year. I'm like, oh man, I played against Jeremiah Trotter Sr.
There's another one.
Yeah, Urlacher's son playing for Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Doesn't Frank Gore Jr. play somewhere?
He played at Southern Miss, and now I think he's practice squad with the Bills.
There's another one. Makes you feel really old. Throwing yesterday with Elijah. I'm like, hey, man, what year were you born? 2008.
8?
Did you almost throw up a little bit?
Yeah, 8?
Yep. I was like, yeah, I was a rookie.
Wow. That's like John Runyon.
Still dropping these dimes, though.
Getting paid. I'm like, oh, cool. I played with his dad. Played with that John Runyon. That's cool.
Oh.
Yeah. All right. 2008, that hurts. By the way, if
2008, that one cut deep.
If he doesn't end up at LSU, that's completely your fault. I mean, right? Do you all agree in the room?
So I think there's a lot riding
Elijah
on that.
Haven, if he doesn't end up at LSU, Flynn's his quarterback coach.
It's 100% his fault.
Without question.
Come on, guys.
Because you're also supposed to be like low-key recruiting him.
Nope.
Minus the low-key.
I'm
like the highest of keys.
Yeah.
I'm 100% not.
You are a representative of LSU.
Because
it will be your fault if Elijah Haven does not commit to Louisiana State University.
Relax.
You got a lot of riding on him because not only do you have to have him go to
no
LSU.
doubt your fault.
If he doesn't go to LSU, it's Matt's fault. If he doesn't pan out in college anywhere he goes, it's kind of also Matt's fault.
I think everybody as human beings.
He's got a lot
Like
riding
his
on that.
career is in your hands.
I think everybody as human beings want other really good human beings to do what's best for them, right? That's how I feel, at least. I want what's best for human beings.
So when
especially
he's
ones that are good.
Okay, so let me ask you this. If he's ever like hey, what do you think? Do you think I should go to LSU? Are you like, I think you should do whatever you think is best?
I say let's lay out the facts.
Do you give like LSU?
What facts are better than LSU's facts?
None.
Flynn's like, create a pros and cons list.
How many cons you got over there, Bo?
We're going to keep it all ball.
Wow. I'm just letting y'all know. Now, I don't know that LSU's recruiting any fullbacks, but if they were, and I was working with them, you get one choice, Bo. You got one. Actually, you got two choices. You got two. You can go to the service academies or you can go to LSU.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, just subtly do it, Matt. Like, just show up, wear your old, like
wear
wear
your
LSU
jersey.
gear.
When we
LSU
work out,
gear.
Yeah.
I do throw the old cleats on.
There you go.
Yeah.
Wear
When we work
LSU
out.
gear.
And they're our green and yellow cleats. They're my Packer cleats from
Okay, we gotta get you
2014.
some
And they're
purple.
11
Yeah, we
years
gotta
old,
get
baby.
you some
Your
purple and
LSU
gold
ones.
cleats, bud.
What are we doing? You are
guys.
not being a good
This
LSU
is
representative.
not this is shocking. Actually, this started out as a bet, and now I'm getting kind of mad.
It's getting
It
unraveled.
started as a what?
a
bit.
bit.
A bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Look,
A bit is win.
so Elijah is like an amazingly good person.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
He is.
We need
Respectful.
those guys at LSU.
Yeah.
I agree, but I'm there to
Help guide.
help guide.
To LSU.
His coaches at Dunham do a great job. They guide him on the field.
Yeah.
I just help in the
Shout out
back
Coach
end.
Weiner.
Shout
Shout
out
out.
Coach Ryder.
Absolutely. I'm just there trying to help mechanics, a little bit of the mental
Yeah.
stuff.
I mean,
Elijah, if you're listening,
Lamar Brown committed to LSU, so my job's done there.
Right. You gotta hold up your end of the deal. No, you guide his coaches guide him. You guide him to LSU. You're the private coach, man. You can do
Yeah.
whatever you want.
I think we all know what we want. Okay.
I don't like this.
I'd love to see it.
The more
I'm
words
not
you
gonna-
say,
I'm not
the
gonna-
worse it feels.
Not going to push him though. Kidding me?
No, I'm not kidding you at all. I'm just telling you. Top player in the country, plays quarterback in Baton Rouge. Gets worked out by a former LSU national championship winning quarterback.
wait, okay. Sid Bowden in the chat says Elijah Haven is a celebrity waiter as well. He just can't serve alcohol, and I just went to go see, and he is.
Wait.
Okay, Elijah's on the case. I feel better about it.
Oh, true. I can talk to him tonight.
Yeah.
Brittany and
You're not
I-
tied to LSU. You
Yeah.
can talk to him all you want.
Yeah.
Have you talked to him before?
Brittany and I, so last season, she did like a high school prep video series that she did. So that was actually Dunham was the first school we went to, and we talked to Elijah and a couple other kids. And yeah, he's a great kid.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's even better. Like, you're already participating in like a fundraising event. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Of course, everybody wants him to go to LSU.
I
Everybody
mean-
does. We got it.
Also, like,
we got it. But like,
I hate to
I don't
do
feel
it
comfortable saying, "Hey, man,"
because it
go to
does
LSU.
kind of hurt Alondra. But like, if he got a lot of donations and tips and he wound up winning, would he feel better about the LSU fans?
He would. But if you're listening, I want you to tip me.
Yeah, but I'm also in the Fox. I don't want Alondra to win.
Right.
So.
Let me ask you this.
Hold on now.
No, hold on.
Okay,
No,
go
no,
ahead.
no.
Yeah, go ahead, because I need clarification because I've only talked to one junior
Let's say one of your
in high school
one of
about
your
LSU,
children.
and his name was Whit Weeks, and he's pretty good.
children.
True.
Yeah.
Okay, they're the top recruit.
Yeah.
Are you telling them you're not going on any visits? You're not keeping an open mind. You are not going to do what's best for you.
You want the real answer?
Yeah.
If he got an offer from LSU, and his last name's Hester, purple and gold.
Okay. What would you would say immediately? Don't go and at least talk to people.
I would say you can't go to A&M, Florida, Alabama.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, I got it. That's great. Love that. Those rules.
So Michigan in there,
Okay, you can't like make
USC in there, Miami in there.
especially this day and age. I think kids that are getting recruited, I think they should go and talk and visit and see it because you can change your mind so fast. I want kids to have conviction when they make decisions. I want them to have an educated decision because if not, they're going to leave in a year. Probably. Because they can. But if they actually go through their recruiting process responsibly and actually talk to different coaches and go see different things, then they make the decision, and I think it's a little bit more solidified, or has the potential to be at least. I think you would do the same.
I will. All jokes aside, and piling on Flynn here, it was funny because my son is very gifted mentally, like compared to me or Flynn, and I was like, if you don't get an LSU offer, Stanford, Vanderbilt, Northwestern, like those are the schools we're looking at. Like I'm not letting you go to Big State U unless Big State U is LSU.
You guys in the chat are funny. Nookie, does Flynn recommend Mile High to Haven, or just suggest he make the best decision for him?
That's a good point. Very good question.
Yeah, you're like, hey, Liquid IV's out there as well. I don't know.
I'm not saying like get mine. Like
I'm not saying mine
make
is
the best decision for you and your hydration.
If you think Liquid, maybe is better, you should test the waters.
He's like, I don't want you to get Liquid IV to help me out. I mean, to My High to help me out. I want you to get it because it's what you wanted.
Yeah. How about that?
No.
Look,
I can tell he hates all.
You guys suck.
Hey, it's okay. Like if you mess up and you don't get him here, there's an evangel quarterback that's also like a top 10 quarterback in the country. I'll just take over. It's fine. I'll get him here.
Look, I'm
I'll talk to him tonight. We'll get the job
thank
done.
you.
putting me in
Yeah.
a little uncomfortable spot here.
And you're making it known, and it's the best.
I know. I get it. Guess what I had ChatGPT do?
I'm actually kind of nervous.
I had ChatGPT write me a football retirement speech.
Give it to us.
No. Let's do this. All right.
Yo.
When we come back, because
Are we going to officially retire
we
today?
are going to officially retire 8-year NFL vet,
8-year NFL vet.
8-year NFL veteran, Super Bowl champion, national champion quarterback, Matthew Clayton Flynn. And we're going to do it right here on OTB.
Off the bench.
We're going to deflect the things that have him uncomfortable right now. Go to gotommies.com, Tommys with a Y.com. Tommy's Windows, Doors, and Siding. All they do is stack awards year after year after year, including the best of Baton Rouge and the Advocate in 2025. And that's just what they do over at Tommy's. And it's any job you can imagine. You can go see the gallery of work, but also like they can customize your project to whatever your needs are. Go Tommys.com.
Tommy's windows, sidings, and doors make your home more energy efficient. Those, like we've talked about how hot it is, those energy bills go up and up and up. Tommy's can help you get better insulated windows. And oh yeah, they got a lifetime warranty. So go check them out. See their testimonials, see their gallery of work, the best windows in this area. Go check them out. GoTommys.com.
From the locker room to the airwaves, it's Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Generals gathered in their masses, just like witches at black masses. Evil minds that plot destruction. Sorcerer of death.
All right, welcome back in OTB 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge, and this is it's a day that's been upon us for, well, almost a decade. It's a big moment here on OTB. There's retirement in the air. Patrick Peterson, Phillip Rivers, Jimmy Graham, Tyrann Mathieu, and our very own Matt Flynn, 8-year NFL vet, decided that it was time. It was also time for him to hang up his cleats, put away the shoulder pads, deflate the football. No more pigskin being thrown around. And we're going to give him the floor for this moment to finally say goodbye to the game he loves so much.
Thank you, Jake. Alondra, Taylor. All right, I'm going to try to make it through this. Wow. This is a little surreal. I didn't think this moment would feel quite like this, but here we are. After a lot of thought and some tough conversations with my family, coaches, and the people closest to me, I've decided to officially retire from the game of football. Sport has been a part of my life for as long as I can remember, from playing backyard ball in Tyler, Texas, to winning a national championship at LSU, to stepping onto the NFL fields with some of the best to ever play the game. It's been one incredible ride. I want to start by saying thank you to the Green Bay Packers, the team that gave me my first opportunity, backing up Aaron Rodgers, learning from him, being a part of that locker room. That set the tone for my entire career. I learned what it meant to prepare like a pro to compete and stay ready, even if you're
Okay, Matt, you can do it. You can make it through. I know. It's an emotional moment.
Even if you're holding a clipboard more than a football. That's not laughter, it's tears. To the Seahawks, Raiders, Bills, Patriots, Saints. Thank you for trusting me, for giving me a jersey. Giving me a jersey. And for believing in what I could bring to your team, even when that wasn't always a starting role. I know I didn't have the flashiest career. I wasn't the face of a franchise, but I was always proud to be the guy who showed up, stayed ready, and did the work. I'll never forget that game in Week 17 against the Lions in 2012. That's a memory I'll hold on to forever. For one afternoon, I felt like a rock star. And that's the beauty of this league. You never know when your number will be called. When it is, you better be ready to shine. Like my coaches, teammates, trainers, and everything. All right, we got to skip a few. This is
Too emotional.
It's too emotional. I can't get it out. To my family, especially my wife and kids, thank you for the sacrifices, the moves, the long nights, and the support through every high and low. I couldn't have done this without you. I'm leaving this game with a full heart. I got to live my dream. I got to play quarterback in the National Football League. That little kid in Texas never imagined he'd make it this far. I don't know exactly what next, but I knew, though, that I'll carry the lessons from football into every chapter of my life. Leadership, perseverance, humility, and knowing how to laugh at yourself when you get sacked 5 times and a half. Football gave me more than I could ever repay. Now it's time to give back, to be there for my family the way they were always there for me. And maybe, just maybe, coach a few young quarterbacks and remind them that it's not about how many starts you get. It's about how you handle the moments you're given. Thank you, football. Thank you, everyone. I'm forever grateful.
Goodbye.
And with that,
hell of a career, Matt. Hell of a career, bud.
teared up.
Oh, my God.
Why was it roasting you?
Which game were you sacked 5 times and a half?
I don't remember.
AI knows.
AI doesn't forget.
Oh, man. I don't want to get roasted by AI. I'm going to stay unretired.
ChatGPT asked me if I wanted to get it rewritten in first person. Matt Flynn is only one man.
That'd be so
Matt
funny.
Flynn is retiring from the NFL today.
Yeah, he just wants that guy.
Here's one thing, guy.
He just wants that guy.
So yeah, there it is, people. I mean, it's official.
Oh, man.
It's been a long time, but like Taylor said at the break, like I outlasted the honey badger. I retired after him.
You did. And Blake Miller says retired from football and fired from recruiting all in the same day. Congrats. Oh, man. That was well done. That was well done. You got through that much better than I was emotional. I couldn't.
Oh
couldn't have
God!
gotten through that.
It's like when you spend your life doing something, when you finally turn the page.
God, I
I couldn't make it when he said, even if you're holding a clipboard more than football. Thanks,
And then it listed
ChatGPT.
all the teams. Like it was like,
the
thank
teams
you.
was like that was. Come on, what are we
Let's show you
doing?
how much of a journeyman this guy is.
Yeah.
Let me read down all the names.
God, I'm going to do
Jeez.
mine during the break just to laugh at myself. It's probably going to talk.
You gonna retire too?
Maybe.
No, it'll roast you. It'll be like, Jake, what's a fullback?
What's a fullback? Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. It's going to definitely do
Wait,
that.
what did Deion Sanders say? He got a fridge on his back.
Yeah. Oh God, God, what did he say? Were you here? Were you here? That was that still T-Bob.
That was still T-Bob.
God, he said something.
Yeah.
That's why I hope Colorado wins 2 games prime. Talking ish while I'm running in for a touchdown that I was waiting on a whistle to be blown because I didn't think it was going to count. Judging my speed.
Judging my speed.
I'll beat you right now.
Legs. Look at these little stubby legs.
I feel confident saying I could beat Coach Prime in a race right now.
Yeah.
He's going through some stuff. So
Didn't he lose a toe or
I
something?
think he
He got
did.
a couple
I think he
toes
lost
down.
It's
He has a
okay,
couple toes
though.
down.
I think he
Yeah,
lost
it's
two.
it's about longevity,
What are
okay?
are we not taking care of our toes, Prime?
I don't know.
What are we doing?
I don't know.
I think there's
don't
some
know
health
what he's got-
stuff in there.
I don't know
Probably
what,
any
I
avoidable
don't
health
know.
things.
Like diabetes?
I don't know. I don't know what he's got going on, but
Come on, Prime. I do miss T-Bob's impression of Dion. It was really good. That's a bunch of bull jive.
yeah.
Bull jack.
Bull
Hey, you know
jive.
what?
Bull jab.
I don't even know what that means.
AI might have tried to roast you, but I was sitting here and when you said that, one of my good friends in this world is Charlie Whitehurst. And at least you don't have the nickname Clipboard Jesus.
True.
That's so true. Mm-hmm.
And Charlie had some starts.
Yeah.
He made a couple dollars
Mm-hmm.
at Seattle. Was that after you?
Before. Mm-hmm.
That was before because that was like 2011. It was before you. And then he got traded to.
Was he Chargers first? Then
yeah.
Seattle?
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
I think he got traded by Seattle to somebody,
He
Tennessee maybe, and then he
Yeah,
found his
so
way
he
back.
played
Tennessee,
Tennessee.
yeah,
Tennessee
yeah.
1 year.
Then he found his way back to the Chargers. But that man's nickname is Clipboard Jesus. He is and he's the most interesting man in the world.
But guess what? Not many people get NFL nicknames.
That's very true too.
So kind of got to be
when
there.
you say
get a
Clipboard
nickname.
Jesus, we know it's Chuck that we're talking about.
Exactly.
That's actually a really good point.
Yep.
Only nickname I was ever given was Stubby Legs by Saban.
Guess what? Be a backup in the NFL. Guess what? Means you got to be in the NFL.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I know.
That's,
So that's pretty cool.
I think we should take a break now because I'm sure we got to let our next guest kind of catch his emotions if he was watching.
I don't know.
So
He's probably out like talking about a box of Kleenex.
I don't know if Dick Dickson's going to be able to compose himself to be able to talk with us after that retirement speech. But he's going to try.
I don't know. I'm appreciate for you guys the support system I have here in this room. Like I should be like a messy ball of tears right now. I don't know how I'm holding it together so well
I
right
don't know
now.
how you got through that.
I know.
Incredible strength.
Can't
In the
believe it.
chat.
I can't believe it's over.
Welcome to Off the Bench with stubby legs and fat ankles.
Oh, shout out to Jimbo.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Jimbo Fisher is joining the ACC network.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to be on the desk for their coverage. I think he's actually taking EJ's spot because
Okay.
EJ is moving to main ESPN. Jimbo's coming in. He's going to be on the desk right there. So
They're going
our
to be
guy-
like a national version of our show. They'll never go to break on time.
Never.
Not with Jimbo.
We had Jimbo on Tuesdays, and the hard break's the hard break. Like, end of the hour, you got to do it. You got to take it. There's no discussion. That man would just roll right through it, and I'd be in the Zoom like 10, 9, like just he didn't care. I mean, that man would go 47 seconds over the hard break just talking, knowing that we had already gone to commercial, and I didn't have the heart to tell him that nobody heard those 47 seconds of whatever you were talking about, Jimbo. So, but yeah, he'll be great at that. He's gonna talk fast and he's gonna talk a lot, but it's gonna be really good stuff. So, all right, Richard Dickson when we come back here on OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, go to centralplumbing.org. Centralplumbing.org is the website. Not only in Central, though, in the greater Baton Rouge area, we are talking to you. Now, 24/7, 365 weekend holiday game day number is 225-925-8552, but not only in emergencies. Now, that does mean all the things I said. Whenever you call, they're going to answer. They're going to be there. But if you're looking to upgrade, if you're looking to do something a little bit different in your space, it doesn't have to be a major upgrade, even a small one. If you're looking to go tankless, never run out of hot water again, they can help you with all of those things over at Central Plumbing. Go to the website today, centralplumbing.org.
Full service plumbing company, residential, commercial. They can repair, remodel, whatever it is. They will warranty their work, give you fast estimates. They're licensed, bonded, insured. And oh yeah, when they come out and give you a price, full transparency, flat rate pricing. They can do it all. Everything you need, commercial, residential, industrial. Call them today. Let them help you. Centralplumbing.org.
From players to legends, Hester and Flynn break down LSU football like only champions can.
All right, welcome back in. OTB 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge, and we'll see if he's composed himself after the Matt Flynn retirement speech. Probably not. We're all very emotional here in the room as Matt Flynn officially retired from the NFL, but we'll see. We'll see if our guy Dick Dickson, you know him as Richard Dickson, number 18, has composed himself. Dick, what's up, brother? How we doing?
Doing good, man. What's going on?
Matt just officially retired here on air, so all emotional here,
Oh, congrats, Matt.
Been a big day.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Everybody's been on the edge of their seat, wondering when it was going to come. It's here, buddy. It's over. It's officially over.
Yes.
What'd y'all say? I'm deflating my football?
Yeah, deflating your balls.
You know what? I'm going to go ahead and retire today, too.
All right.
Hey, I'm thinking about doing it later. I don't know. It's in vogue.
Uh-huh.
Definitely in vogue. Dick Dickson, what's up, brother? How we doing? How we living? This is old school hanging with Hester. Us three together, chopping it up. Hopefully we can get you in studio pretty soon. I know you actually have, as Alondra put it, like a real job, unlike me and Flynn earlier today when we said you were coming on the show. So glad to have you back on. Feels like old times.
Oh, man, I'm enjoying it. It could be better. I could have some AC in the house right now, but we're struggling over here. We're waiting on AC guy to get to the house.
Well, it's a good thing it's not hot outside.
Well, we were talking last night, and sometimes 24/7, like 1 hour, like that doesn't.
They're all liars. They're liars. Every single one of them's a liar. 1 hour air, BS. AccuTemp, BS. They all full of crap.
My man, dude, I was laughing. I'm sitting in bed, and I was trying to help Dick Dickson get somebody to the house because when your AC's out in Louisiana, this man called everybody and all that advertising everybody does about call us, we'll be there. Dick Dickson, that is not true.
That's not true. Oh, the only one that really made me bad was the 1 hour air place because they said they were coming, and then all they did was waste 1 hour of my time. Because 45 minutes later, they said, you know what, we're only servicing warranty installations.
Yeah.
But I will tell you, she did come, and it's funny. Out of all the people in the world that came, it was Flawless Heating and Air.
Shout out.
Great company. Kyle, actually, he gets to my house.
Kyle.
He said, hey, you Richard Dickson? I'm like, yes, sir. He goes, I'm doing Matt Flynn's house in like a week.
Oh, awesome. Look at that.
He said Matt knows how to pick them.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, he did have me rolling because like we're going through like the Rolodex of companies, and he's just like, yeah, that one BS, all that advertising they're doing. So hey, I'm glad you found the right person because you were trying. You had a business meeting, but I think we've all been there when something's going wrong at home and you've got a business meeting, but also like the thing at home's the most important thing, and you're trying to juggle both of them. So I'm glad you got to the bottom of it.
I was praying to God that when I got home from that dinner, this situation would have been fixed.
Oh, man. Oh, love it. Wanted to have you on, and we talked I think it was a couple weeks ago, Dick, about the tight end position and what LSU's doing there, because you lose a big one. Like, the only guy to ever have more anything than you, Mason Taylor, is no longer in purple and gold. He is now a New York Jet. He declared early, and he goes to the NFL. You bring in a couple of tight ends. You got kind of a little bit of a tweener, a guy that's going to be an F all day. He's not going to be a Y ever in green. But do they have enough, in the room? Bauer Sharp comes over, Southeastern Louisiana, Oklahoma. Now he's at LSU. You go to A&M and you get a tight end. You're trying to replace the guy that, again, did things that no other tight end like you and him are in rare air. Are they going to be able to get it done with those three guys?
Man, I think so. I've watched a little bit of Bauer Sharp. I think that he's, I'm not going to say he's as athletic as Mason Taylor wasn't going to be as electric in the receiving game, even though he is very good. But I think they're comparable blockers. Mason Taylor, I love the guy to death, but he was a B plus, B minus blocker.
Yeah.
I think Bauer Sharp can do that. Trey is going to just do what he does. He's a freak athlete. He's going to get open. He's going to cause mismatch problems. I think the big one to watch is the tight end coming from A&M. He's a big body guy that's done a lot of blocking in his career. And I think they got a good mix to get it done.
I guess the thing's going to be, and you know this as well as anybody, because Richard, you were somebody that could play Y and F, and we always talk about that. Your Y tight end, Alonzo, a little football 101. Your Y tight end oftentimes going to be attached to the line, going to have 3 fingers in the dirt. Your F's going to be in the slot, kind of move around, play some different positions, and you could do both. Mason could do a little bit of both as well. Maybe not as much of the Y stuff, like you said, but, he was a willing blocker.
Yeah.
I guess the thing's going to be, not to fall into tendencies with this tight end group, Richard, because you do have 3 guys that all of them are a little bit different, and you got to make sure that it's okay, when this guy's in, it's going to be this. When that guy's in, it's going to be that. They're going to have to do some things that maybe they're not comfortable with.
Yeah, and, I still need to see more from the A&M guy, because from the people I've talked to, and I've talked to a buddy of mine that was coaching over at A&M, he's an athletic guy as well. So I think you can cover up tendencies with him. He's a guy that can get out and still run your dig routes, your corner routes, sit down, but he also can block. I think Bauer Sharp is going to be a guy that can fit into that as well. And you look, Trey Green. Let's see how he looks after a year. I haven't watched him block, hasn't done anything, but the guy's 6'8", 245, 250. They get his frame up and really get him to understand the technique and how to go after it. He's a guy that I thought was, what you said earlier, a willing blocker. There was a few plays where he'd stick his head in there last year, and he gave it an effort. He didn't have the best technique, but it's something that he can continue to work on.
Yeah, let's stick with Trey Des here. The frame, you just talked about 6'7", 6'8", whatever it is. Year 1 to year 2, like last year, get in the weight room, right? Between that year 1 and year 2, physically get better, understand leverage of route running. There's so many things that LSU can do to utilize him, especially once you get into the red zone. Even if you're not throwing him the ball, you can get to a situation where he's commanding, maybe not double coverage, but shading a safety his direction or playing over the top of a corner to loosen up some of the other slot receivers or whatever it is. But tell me about your experience. You played a lot as a freshman. From your year 1 to year 2, what difference did it make for Richard Dickson? And do you think that maybe they can kind of be comparable to what we see from Trey Des?
Yeah, it's just, you all know the game slows down. You start to understand it. We always, tell the story. My freshman year, y'all all went to the movies, and Jimbo made me stay back and go over pass protections. I didn't get to go to the movie. I had to study the night before because I was always so nervous and freaking out. And you were thinking so much as a freshman. And I felt like later in my freshman year, I wasn't thinking as much. But by the time we got to my sophomore year, it was just second nature. You got up to the block, you got up the line, you understood what you were going to do. Everything slowed down. You had better technique, and it became easier.
And also the tight ends, we're talking about the passing game here, but, Dickson, you obviously were somebody that in the run game was big for us as well. We had you, we had Keith Zinger, we had Mitt Cole. Like we had some tight ends that would do the dirty work, and the running game is something that has to go up. It wasn't even like really, the running backs. I actually thought the running backs did a nice job of what was in front of them, but like you can't turn into like 2008 Texas Tech. Like you can't throw for 4,000 yards and then have your leading rusher have 700 yards. Like that just can't be the case there. And so like that's a big part of like if we're talking about Tre'Davious Green, like how do you utilize him? Like how do you get creative? Because look, you don't have to just line up and have him like attached to a tackle. Like there's different ways and to get guys on the edge, and maybe you motion him from outside and you bring him in motion, he cracks the defensive end, you run a toss crack. So, I mean, something like you have to be creative in the run game to go back to what we started with so you don't fall into those tendencies.
Yeah, I mean, he's an athlete, man. I think he's a guy that you can get on the second level, maybe do an arc release to a linebacker and get a pulling guard to kick out the end. He's a guy that he can move with your safeties and your linebackers, and, he's not going to be, not athletic enough to get there. So he's a guy that I know that can block on a second level. Like I said, do some different things with him. But we can get on the running game. Last year was frustrating because that's a mindset.
This conversation is going so well. Everyone's in a good mood.
I know.
Yeah, I mean, it's a mindset. Y'all know that. You got to go one out there and go kick somebody's ass. And that the offensive line has to make that decision. The tight ends have to make that decision. I mean, there's no, standing up and just trying to, let it happen. You got to go out there and make it happen.
Richard, with so many good weapons on offense this year at the wide receiver, and of course Garrett Nussmeier returning, breaking in a kind of a new offensive line as well, is the tight end a vital role this year, especially immediately for kind of a safety blanket for Garrett Nussmeier, and for the receivers to help them, to help them with get one-on-one coverages and get open as well?
No doubt. I mean, that's how I got the ball. You had Early and JoJo running down the field, and I was your safety blanket. I was the guy that sat down low, got something going. But, I think it's going to open up the middle of the field, and we all know Garrett ain't scared to throw it there. You're going to have speed on the outside. They're going to have to respect that. They're going to have to play high coverages. So guys winning across the middle and the intermediate zones are guys that are going to be key.
What's the most important position? What part of playing the tight end position? Is it being physical? Is it being fast? Is it being a good route runner? Is it understanding the offense and like where you're at in your progression? Like if you were training a tight end and say, this is one thing you need to work on, what is that one thing?
It depends on how you're going to use the tight end. Like for me, it was understanding the defense. With Gary Croton, every route was an option route. You had a way to get open on every route, whether, you scat, you either broke a slant man coverage, you chase space and zone. If you had the backer beat them one-on-one, understanding what the defense is doing, understanding what everybody else on the field is doing, because, a tight end, like you said, could play Y, could play F. You get moved around. You got to understand everybody's situation. You got to understand what the defense is doing and just, getting down and sitting down in the right zones.
We got a question inside the Bayou 4 chat for Dick Dickson. How big his 2-year-old is? Biggest I've ever seen a kid at his age. He wears basically the same size clothes as our 7-year-old.
He could start for a middle school team right now.
Well, I mean, your oldest son as well is a giant. Like Jackson's a giant. So you have multiple giants in your home.
Oh, yeah. But, I mean, Jackson's still like the really nice, good kid. Duke wants to fight everybody. He greets you by punching you when you walk in the door.
Yeah.
And I can't – there's nothing I can do. I can't spank him anymore. I can't say anything to him.
Yeah.
It's like one of those things.
It's like his daddy.
Yep.
You're just like, come on, buddy. Stop doing it.
Ask Dickson, if he was training a 5-star tight end, would he try and sway him towards LSU?
Yeah, because I want him to be gone in 3 years, so at least I keep some career records.
That's actually a pretty good answer. Maybe you can talk to Matt after the show.
I was happy about Mason Taylor, like greatest tight end to come through in a long time, but thank God he left after 3.
Okay.
Tell us how you really feel.
Yeah, I love it. Speaking of somebody hanging him up and maybe moving on somewhere else, Tyrann Mathieu is going to move on to the next phase of his life. I know you didn't, you weren't teammates. I think y'all missed each other by a year, right? You and Tyrann?
I think a year or two. I will say I had a class with him. When I came back to get my degree, I had a class with Tyrann.
Okay. But
class teammates.
I mean, look, we all know who he was and what he was and the kind of player that he was. Your favorite, maybe, Honey Badger moment as we reflect on his, outstanding career?
God, man, there's so many of them. I heard y'all talking about this earlier and trying to come up with one. He was the most electrifying player that I watched at LSU. I mean, he was something. He was different. There was, we had a lot of great players. I mean, we played with first rounder after first rounder. But to watch, he just did it in a different way. He was a shorter guy. He wasn't the fastest guy, but he was such a ball hawk. The way I want to say there was a game against Oregon where he hawked a guy down, caused a fumble that everybody else thought would be a touchdown, and that one sticks out. There was an A&M bowl game. He made some big plays in it. I mean, that was when he was number 14. That was before he was number 7. And he is just one of those guys that he's gonna be in every LSU highlight reel for the rest of his life.
Very true. Like, you're not going to see one, you're right, without having Tyron be a part of it. Dickson, we always appreciate the time, sir.
Hold on. Don't let him go. We got to settle something real quick.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
2007 National Championship game. Is it of your opinion that if I allegedly threw a ball behind you and you say you would have scored a touchdown on, if you score that touchdown, do you win the MVP?
Well, so here's your argument. You always say, well, you'd have had 3 touchdowns, but would you have had 4 or 5? Yeah.
Yep. I would have had 5, I think, if you would have scored that one.
Did you get down to like the 1 or 2?
He did. Yeah.
Well, if you would have scored, I would not have had a touchdown in that game.
Yes, you did score the next.
So Richard had 2 touchdowns, and we ran this play where I rolled out to the right, and he came out like the back door towards the other side. Allegedly, I threw behind him, made him slow down.
I made a hell of a catch. It was a hell of a catch. I made you look good.
You were trying so hard to score too, reaching.
They
say don't reach for the pylon, but you said screw that.
Yeah.
Miles and Henson kind of jumped my butt for reaching, but you know what? I wanted to score.
Yeah.
But in the long run, I'm glad Hester got that
Thank
touchdown.
you.
He deserves it.
Thank you. All 3 of us got touchdowns. I mean, Flynn was a little selfish and throwing it behind you, but I appreciate you not being selfish.
Anything for you guys.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. Dickson, man, we got to get you in studio pretty soon, man. Miss you, love you, and hopefully we can get that done.
Let's do it, guys.
All right, there he is. Richard Dickson, former LSU tight end, number 18, good enough to join us here. And, yeah, we were talking through it last night, man. He needed any company to come help him out last night. No, dude, when you're like, he was in a business, like lunch, dinner, meeting, whatever situation, and you've got no AC in South Louisiana.
That's the worst.
Oh, my God.
Then it lasts overnight.
You got to get a hotel. I'm not good.
I know we're kind of spoiled these days with AC, but like if it's hot, I can't sleep. I'm not sleeping. Not sleeping a wink.
No.
Remember during in college, one of the hurricanes that knocked the power out here. I don't think it was Katrina. I think it was Rita right afterwards. Knocked our power out for days, and no AC. It was hot. I couldn't sleep, so we had an ice chest full of beer. And I just put the beers, I bordered them around my body in bed, cooled me off like that. Slept like a baby. Drank a few, too.
Also, what did you call Tyron and Dickson when they were in school together?
Class teammates.
Otherwise known as?
That would be a classmate.
Class teammate.
I get it. He was just saying, he had just finished saying we weren't teammates. Okay. I said, well, we were in a class together.
All right.
We were teammates in
class
the class.
Teammates.
Class teammates.
Also, we got Dear Delandra at 9 a.m. So we got 12 minutes.
Oh, get your questions in.
12 minutes. Get your questions in.
And tip me.
Tip Delandra.
That's right.
And let's make them good. All right, let's make some.
Don't give us that BS.
Juicy.
Let's give them some. Yeah, give something that, because Alondra's got a particular set of skills that she's really good at getting to the nitty gritty of any situation. So give her something to do that. We'll do it in about
bare your soul
12 minutes from now. So you got some time. Dear Delandra coming up at 9 a.m. More OTB when we come back.
Off the bench.
Speaking of having no AC, if your power goes out and you don't have a whole home generator, guess what happens?
Nothing works.
Nothing works. That AC is included in that. And look, then you don't have lights. You don't have hot water. You don't have food.
Ruined.
But
groceries ain't cheap anymore either.
But if you prepare, no, they're not cheap. Good God. If you prepare, even though that Gulf of America is heating up, you're going to be ready. Because during storm season, when everybody else has got the candles out, everybody else has the flashlights out, well, you don't have to because you call Boudreaux's.
Yeah, like grocery prices these days, it might be more expensive to replace what's in your freezer and fridge than it is to get a generator.
True.
Good Lord. Fact check me, though. Go get a free quote right now. BoudreauxElectrical.com. See how they can help you. Gulf of America is coming. All right? BoudreauxElectrical.com. Get that peace of mind.
From the locker room to the airwaves, it's Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Has he lost his mind? Can he see or is he blind? Can he walk at all? Or if he moves,
Remember how cool you were in middle school, high school when you learned to play this one on the old guitar? Everybody else was playing Wonderwall, and you're like, I got something for you. And you could play this one.
Watch this. About to blow your mind.
I thought it was cool. Like
Such a
everybody
legend.
else, y'all know only Oasis, but I got something
I
for you.
didn't really get like musically enlightened until college. That's
Rock
when I-
band, Guitar
Well,
Hero.
I mean, that helped a lot.
Yeah.
Actually, Peter Dykowski, my
Oh,
my
hey.
Canadian brethren,
Oh, hey.
absolute legend.
Is he like it? Is he in the government in Canada?
Kinda, yeah. He ran for.
How are you kinda in the government?
He ran.
You're in for something.
He ran as a
controls the
conservative in a
government,
very like liberal area city, and did actually pretty well.
Yeah.
In Canada,
Yeah. I think he was from Vancouver. He
he's
played
probably like normal.
for the Hamilton Tiger Cats.
In Canada, thinks he's conservative.
Yeah, right. But he still lives in Hamilton.
What's he do?
Wife and kids.
You got 20 seconds. What's he do?
I think he's kind of like a slumlord. I think he owns a bunch of.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah,
He
dude.
owns a bunch of like.
Oh, hey, rents do, huh?
multi tenants and.
Yeah. Peter
Yeah,
Dykowski.
but he did run for I don't know. It was one of the whatever they call their.
Prime Minister.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that'd be
dear
awesome. If I knew
Delandra.
the
When
prime
we come
minister.
back, hour 3.
Off the Bench.
Oh, hey, I'm going to need that rent. It's due.
It's the first of the month.
Hey, bud. I can't imagine him being stern with anybody, but
He was my
go
landlord.
to yourgoodwood.com for Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness. And there's a long list of things that they can help you out with. It's right there on the homepage of the website. But look, if you're scrolling, you're searching, and maybe you don't see the thing that you're dealing with, that does not mean that they aren't going to be able to help you. They just go get your labs. Go have a consultation. Go have a conversation and tell them what you're going through. And it's always a way to make sure you get to the bottom of your issue. Go to the website today. That is yourgoodwood.com.
Yeah, they got a long list of things they can do, but men, we have a long list of things that can go wrong with our body, whether it's hormones, whether it's sexually, whether it's your hair, whatever it is, other things. Go see them today. See how they can help. Yourgoodwood.com.